Hey everybody, and welcome to the next map that I'm going to play, which is Kothlis Sea Haven. And I'm just going to start right ahead and say that this map is absolute perfection. I have reviewed this map back on the main channel, and might even also have done it on the Looping Reel gaming channel with Ryan. But this map adheres exactly to what I like in terms of an infantry-only battle. The layout of this is like a tropical resort, super detailed, super vibrant, really fun to look at. You have the feeling of being on vacation, and it's just excellent lane battles. Fun to play with AI, fun to play with friends, and it has also a lot of different variants in terms of aesthetics, where there's also a dusk version, there's a rain version, and you can see there's actually quite a lot of spawn points available, and there's a little bit of difference in height. Beautiful assets used from things like Utapau, a lot of Kashyyyk, and this is so good. Like, this could be a vanilla deathmatch or team deathmatch map in any game. You know, it adheres again to more your Call of Duty, Counter-Strike type of player, which I'm not necessarily the type. This is done so incredibly well. It is fantastic. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that I enjoy this more than some of the large-scale battles. And you all know how much I love my large-scale battles. It's just because I appreciate the detail, the effort that went into this. It is incredible. Like, I'll try and look for maybe some criticism, but I don't think I have any. Even this spawn point, you know, this spawn point is fairly barren, right? Where it doesn't need to be detailed, because this is purely to start. This is not actually a spawn point that is meant to be overtaken by the enemy, because it's so at the opposite end. But it works. It's still super vibrant, it's super tropical, it's super nice to look at. Cool thing is, it works kind of like a lane battle, as I said, where you could flank either right, center, or left flank. And it's smart in that you have these little huts you can actually get into. You know, smart placement of objects where you can, for example, actually heal. Snipers are very effective. There are some super good sniper spots, but it is actually also quite open and yet a lot of cover, meaning that the snipers won't be too annoying or too overpowered. Cool thing is that because everything is quite narrow, but not narrow to the point where AI cannot move or you get stuck, you don't need a lot of enemies to make the action interesting. You know, I was facing maybe 3-4 guys that moment, and it was actually very thrilling.
That's another command post under Republic control.
Again, very good use of just props, like having the benches, the trees, surrounded by some fencing. It all just makes for a beautiful experience. I'm actually going to see if I can go and capture point 3. Again, super smart visuals too, with these different colors of fire. And here we got like the party hut. It is phenomenal. Absolutely. Very detailed. You just want to, you know, you play this and you want to go on vacation. Like, I play this and I want to put it on Super Mario Sunshine.
Control. Hostile reinforcements are being depleted. We've lost control of a command post. Command post under attack.
And again, this is an Utapau structure turned into like a lounge bar. Very smart, very creative. this is what I'm talking about. So that's the left flank. This would be center. Center is also not necessarily a straight line. It's actually more of a zigzagging motion.
Is in control of a command post.
Using a lot of hang bridges. Fountains. Just aesthetically, it's perfection.
Looks like you can get some supplies.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for giving old man Yoda some supplies. See, even the clones are nice. What a good map. What a good map.
The enemy has taken a command post.
And it's all very coherent, right? The color is the same. Setting is the same. Nothing really, like, seems unfitting. Actually, the front shifted, which is very cool. Once again, showcasing that it's very well playable with AI, because they do actively take over the points. But each spawn point still feels very unique. For example, that is the Kashyyyk hut that's more in the air,
Hostile reinforcements are being deployed.
more elevated. We have the beach, we have the party hut. Absolutely lovely. Great map to play first person as well. Again, this is another one of those places where snipers could really work. So snipers could actually work on that elevated platform over there, but also here. They would be able to see each other pretty easily, so they could actually also challenge each other. It's also just the right size, man. We've seen infantry-only battles where sometimes the map can be a little bit too big, it can be a little bit too small. This just feels right. It's so well made. God. Actually makes me wonder if this creator made some other maps, because if they have the same amount of detail in it, whoo boy. Whoo boy. This also supports two-way capture the flag. Again, works like a charm on this map. Like it was made for it. Very well balanced. Again, you can see snipers firing at me, but they're not super overpowered. Yeah, I'm talking about you, dude. The difference in height, though, again, does mean you have to stay on your toes, which is not a bad thing at all. It just makes it all the more exciting. This would be like one of those maps. If this were like a vanilla map, this would be like like one of those favorites among people, like Dust 2 or Wake Island in Counter-Strike or Battlefield. Why don't, yeah, you know what? Let's do a shotgun. Let's actually go around. We'll actually go on the left flank. We'll start all the way over there. Maybe using a chain gun might have been better because we're actually going on the outside. Okay. Let's take a chain gun.
The command post has been lost, but not the battle.
Okay, they're going for the party hut. Good placement too, again, with the spawn points, where he could have easily also made a spawn point here, but it's already close to the ones at the top. So it's not necessary. Oh, I guess we're gonna be Yoda. That's fine too. You can actually get there pretty fast. Maybe you could say, in terms of like critique, why spawn point 2 and 4 are so close to each other. But again, well, we do have an advantage. The advantage is not too big. I'm not too bothered by it. But maybe that would be like the the only valid critique point you could get is that those spawn points are a little bit close to each other, meaning that whoever controls them has a big advantage. Though we were able to take them from them because they controlled both. But still.
Another command post for the Republic.
Like, there's a significant longer distance between all of the other spawn points, meaning it's going to take a lot longer for the enemy to reinforce them, because they're forced to spawn at a further location. Little glitchy also here with the robot. Just a little bit of nitpicking here.
That's another command post under Republic control. You're losing reinforcements. Keep it up. On your 6.
There we go.
Lost control of a command post.
Oh, droidicas. Master, destroyers!
Command post under attack.
See, this is what I'm talking about. So even though those spawn points are very close to each other, the AI is still very much able to capture them, which is very interesting, which, you know, having them close to each other is a valid point, but you can see in execution that they're not necessarily so close that they become overpowered, apparently. The AI can work around it very easily. Yeah, and look how just they're engaging with the elevated platform. So excellent. Let's be a sniper. Let's see what we can do as a sniper here. Okay, so. Oh, that sucks, first of all. That wasn't very fruitful at all. Maybe shotgun then. Shotgun and over here. Getting a little bit bombarded here from above.
Watch yourself.
We're getting a little bit close to the end of the match. There are less than 12 units on their side. But in my opinion, this is a must download. Again, it's also very fun to experience this map on the other aesthetics. Like when it rains, it actually is still visually very impressive. Kind of has that tropical storm vibe going on. Like a monsoon. Oh, jeez. Here I am. Alright, only 2 left. Here, another droid. Alright guys, we're about to end this, so if you want to download this, which I definitely would recommend, you can do that in the description down below. Don't forget to let me know any recommendations or requests of maps or mods you want to see in the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.